Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Joy to the world, y'all. There's a little bit of a lag. It appears, we've got rain, which we need, honestly. I'm always concerned about the water table levels and making sure our planet has enough reabsorption. Okay. Some love, some joy, a little celebration. Okay, let's sit down. It'll be all right. But joy to the world. The Lord has come. I like that. And before, like when I first got into the zone, it was the New Year's song. Yo, I'm hearing and seeing immediately, right? The equivalent of the Kendrick Lamar song, Don't Kill My Vibe. Right. And so, be mindful of that. Ooh. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Ooh, discernment, discernment, discernment. Something's not quite decided. Something's in the air. Something's a mist. Okay. Ooh. But be patient, be balanced, be tempered. There's, yes, to a source. There is something you do not know, potentially maybe not even seeing coming, but they're trying to make you aware. This is like a warning you're not getting. Something could be a lot. Something that might require your immediate attention and action. Interesting. Could be involving family and communication. You could have not responded to something. You could be weighing your pros and cons. Vibe check. I keep getting that very strong. Because look, 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 3 of Swords, Page of Cups. Huh. Okay. Interesting. There's angelic help here. Because, again, angel judgment, temperance angel, both here. Yeah, they're trying to make you aware of something, get your attention, trying to direct you somewhere. Right. Something about communication or lack thereof. See, look, judgment, 2 of Swords, and then I cut the deck, judgment, 2 of Swords, and there's this Knight of Wands. So there is some sort of sense of urgency. Like, what is this about? Tower, Queen of Swords, 7 of Cups. Interesting. What is this? Something that needs your immediate response. Huh. Interesting. is someone, right? I like how threatening and fishing for comments came out blocked, because it's like, I do feel like you've cut this person off, and maybe they have been attempting to do things to create strife and tension and struggles and different things, and they've exhausted all of their uh, avenues, if you will. But there's this erratic, like somebody's off. Look, Two of Pentacles, Moon, confirmation. Like somebody is like hot and cold, up and down, because you are ignoring someone. You won't give them your energy. And so this person could be trying to come towards you in the dreamscape, and you're rejected. Like even there, you're like, you have this person blocked. Interesting. I do feel like this person tried to wrap you up in something, but that didn't go through either. Ew. Like, okay, so why are you bringing this to our awareness right now? This person's still in your energy. Stalker, happiness hater, fake smiles. They could be looking for you. I'm really getting like this person is off. Like they are off. Like their rocker, their meds, they're off. You you don't think about this person at all. Like at all, at all. Maybe you sensed some sort of internal struggle, internal battle with this person, and you just kind of fell back before anything could escalate. This isn't even anybody you were intimate with, by the way. I'm definitely getting like you don't see this person like that or anything. Maybe you don't even see this person as like a threat of any kind. Like maybe they say little things, but you dismiss it because you know they're trying to get some sort of like pulse feedback, something. I'm getting like even like outside people, because King of Wands, Ten of Cups, Knight of Wands, right? So there's a familial connection between this king and this knight. Maybe you haven't even put that together yet. You know, 1010 is out here. We also have 2020. Maybe this could have happened during those years. You know what I mean? Like maybe from 2010 to 2020. I'm even getting like if someone was trying to perpetrate some sort of narrative that maybe you were obsessed with them, and like somebody could have even said you were following that. Like it's weird, but you're not. I feel like somebody has done a lot with the Ten of Wands here, like a lot, and the communication is scattered. Like whatever they try to paint in terms of a narrative towards you, and you being some sort of unstable energy, reckless energy, that has been disputed beyond belief. All it has done is bring awareness to this person stirring this pot in this familial connection. I feel like this is someone's nephew. Bro, like sis, you really you moved on. Yeah. And whoever this person is here, you had no interest in that individual either. This is strange energy because it's like now there's a spotlight on this person or this family. This is, you're unaware of this. I cannot stress that enough. There was some weird, like, collaborative effort. See, look, Three of Pentacles, and there's the Queen of Swords. And then look, there's the Lovers, Ten of Pentacles, excuse me, Ten of Cups. There's the King of Wands again. This is why I kept saying it feels like family, but not direct. With the Lovers here, and this couple was jumping out to me before, so it makes me feel like someone. I mean, I'm getting a lot of weird stuff. People are trying to paint narratives about just every aspect of your life. Okay, without getting into the nitty gritty of it all, let's just say they sold a bunch of wolf tickets and none of them panned out. Somebody really did look into this. Like they really did. They took their sweet time. I'm getting many seasons. And that's somebody was also looking into your Akashic records also, which is some BS. Right. They were waiting around for some sort of like divine moment in your life. This is just confirmation for someone. Like there was like an air of suspicion, if you will. Like you couldn't quite put your finger on what was going on, but you knew something. These, listen, regardless, these are people you were kind to, you were compassionate to, you were loving. Wow. There is a long game here. Didn't work out though. I feel like you cut everybody off inexplicably, just like that. Like Spirit said, it's time to go, cut people off, go move on. Yep, that's what you did. Wow. Now look, people, you're misinterpreting a lot of things spiritually speaking. Whoever your op is, like really, they're misinterpreting things. I feel like for some of you, the divine moment in your life was synergy. It's beyond spiritual awakening, Right, because you see judgment here blocked, right? You see judgment there in the upright. You have temperance right here. This is like the Kundalini awakening, like when both polarities come online, when you're no longer separating, outsourcing your power and waiting on some magical void to be filled. No, this is that moment in your spiritual walk, in your spiritual journey, where everything is crystal clear, you are balanced, you are harmonic with temperance here. They did not want to see this phase of your ascension. As a matter of fact, for some of you with the snake on his nose, you weren't really supposed to get out of this energy of the snake. Hence why there were so many different types of illusions and bombardments and attacks that were sent your direction. And I know it's attacks. They wanted you stuck in a certain type of thinking, a certain way of being. They didn't want you to have this consciousness shift. Hangman, justice. If they would have known that this is why they were working so hard to lay you to rest, to get you up out of here. Because look, full strength. See what I mean? Now you are in full strength. Now, in essence, you are unstoppable. Yeah. Yeah. Look, see? This is the threshold they didn't want you at. And the fact that you made it, look all the angels. You got your wings, is what I'm getting. Now you oscillate. Now you choose how you want to respond to something with full power and authority of who you are, what you possess, and your position. Okay? They were very scared of this moment, but they actually propelled you towards this. Everybody has a job to do. That's why we be like, mind your business. Because the more you mind your business, the better it is, right? You don't have to worry about what somebody else got going on, but their obsession fueled you. They made you realize how great you are. They fed your energetic field. They made you push, right? Not realizing it was a waste of time, that they were never going to impact meaningful change. And while they were so busy waiting on this moment in your timeline, right, where they were feeding you, pushing you, propelling you, right, into this internal divine union, little did they know, they're the reason. If they'd have just left you alone and focused on their own, but thank you. That's all you can say is thank you. But they literally help propel you. Because I'm like, what is going on here? All right. Attitude of gratitude. Thank you. All right. I love that people be so busy in your spiritual records, in your book of life, that they never tap into their own. They never see what they got going on. It's pretty ironic, don't you think? Yeah, man. Yeah. You've alchemized so much, it's not even funny. Yeah. Good job. And there's the fool. I love it. All right. I'm I'm gonna tell you right now, somebody's confused how you making it right now. They are, because a lot has been done to keep you like limited, to keep you struggling, to keep you in the energy of scarcity. Like really, this looks like a full smear campaign. A lot of lies been told about you. Hmm. Oh, Queen of Swords. Somebody, listen. Y'all done. Mm. She she's upset, and you guys don't engage online like that. Like you're not on um certain social medias. It seems like, and so you're not really aware of some bullshit that is going on behind the scenes. But you peep, you saw something happen, you saw something slow down. Ace of Swords. This truth is coming towards you. Somebody wants to apologize because you've overcome whatever the smear campaign. This is pertaining to work. Mm-hmm. And someone was, look at this, a little group of witch bitches. Mm-hmm. People who would smile in your face, but whole time targeting you. Look, Ace of Swords, everything's going to balance out. Plus, you're going to find out this information, and you're look double for your trouble is what I'm getting. Yeah. See what they didn't know when they started this delusional activity is that you're a light worker, you're a healer, shaman, whatever you call. And God's always got their finger on you with the GPS. To me, that's God's global positioning system, and so it don't matter when they always have the hand on you and finger is always on you. Look, like I said, double for your trouble. You're gonna have more from the energy of scarcity to the energy of the Midas touch to having more than enough to go around to being comfortable, stable, all of those things. And these people who in the past secretly told lies, salacious, whatever about you, these people who were actively, being tools of the darkness, um, they're going to experience a tower, a shock. And if they thought they hated your ass before, wait to see how God smiles on you, how fortune favors you. Look at this. Look, you about to be comfortable and at the top of your profession, whatever that is. Business booming. Yeah, yeah. And all the people who were diverted away from you come back. However that works, they come back. Yeah, look, Chariot. All of a sudden, they're inspired to come towards you. All of a sudden, all the gaslighting. Look, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, right? They come back like, what happened? Right. That energy of the snake, the serpentine energy, the jealousy, the growth, all of that shit. Yeah. All of a sudden, the tables turn. All of a sudden, the illusionary magic that was blocking and preventing it just drops down. All of a sudden, right? Mm, that's all right. Everything has a time, it has a limit, a season, a course. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they don't know why they was right because these are spiritual things. But this Queen of Pentacles, this witch in this closet, she's the one behind it. By the way, you and this person are at opposition. And listen, Capricorn, Cancer. Okay. And so no matter what you have, look, in the Four of Pentacles. So, fourth house could be soul family, but opposition, it doesn't matter. But look, Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. That's 10, right? And then there's 10. Like I said, double for your trouble. Mm-hmm. See, somebody real smart. You allow God's timing. You really do. Yeah. Look, what I say. You allow for God's timing. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Hangman. You know things gonna work out. Attitude of gratitude to carry you far. You know you covered regardless. You didn't feed into it. I'm seeing that too. You didn't lose your humanity through this test, which is what I'm feeling like what was supposed to happen. This little game they were playing. But you heeded certain warnings. You really did. And look, we got 7, 7, 7. So what would, you know, and because you heeded those warnings, a lesson turns into a blessing, as always. Yeah. And whoever these people are who are involved in the darker side of things, your spiritual op, you know, in school, there's always bullies. Just let's look at these as the bullies in spiritual school. You know, the school holds all sorts of students, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, make a wish. Make a wish for your new cycle. It's giving birthday energy, like spiritual graduation. Right. And it's so funny, right? Because we're approaching New Year's, like the numerical New Year. And so I love that it's like it says, remember, turn your computer off before midnight on 12/31/99, right? We are in anyway, if you get it, you get it. It's great. Right. Some of y'all never gonna have to work again. Like, and if you do, it's only gonna be passion projects. That's cool. Like the era of hard work is what I'm getting. That looks like that's concluding. Yeah. Look. Now you can work on helping others is what I'm getting. Because I'm getting, you done figured out every way out of no way. Everything that was supposed to make you limited, doubt yourself, restrict yourself, play with your mind. You just kept your head down and focused. You blocked out the BS because there's some serious plots and stuff that was going on. But your will is so strong. Look at that. It's very much given that these people who were manifesting against you, their next cycle looks like that. 8855. We have a lot of these like repeating numbers. I kind of want to sing. And to the weirdos who count keystrokes, something wrong with you. I'm just saying. Legit, something wrong. We'll get back to that in a second. Let's say liar. Okay, so look. It represents strength, ambition, and destiny. Like I said. Thank you for confirming what I was already peeping. Thank you. It's powerful. Indication of success and mastery in your career. Like I said, things that were supposed to stomp you, limit you, hold you back, and do nothing but drive your determination. Gotta love that. Look, it also can be some sort of stroke of luck. Actually, no, look at that. Look at that. Booyah. Like I said, you cross some sort of finish line. Like, you good. You so good. You so good. You so good. Whatever internal work that was required, you did that. You busted through the illusions is also what I'm getting. Yes. Yes. Woo, child. I'm so proud of y'all. This ain't easy work. It's not. Cause shut up. I ain't gotta say that. Look. Look at this. Look. Y'all, this ain't a joke, baby. Look. It's all internal work, but you did it. You can see the future very clearly. Look at that. You can. It's all up from here. Wow. You beat this world is what I'm getting. You graduated from this world, from the earthly things, from the material things, and that's why you're about to get so much of it. That's the funny part. That's the funny part. That's really funny. Like I said, double for your trouble. Right. You don't even give a shit. You don't. Like, you done transcended this mug. Yo, stop. Don't give me that movie quote. You should be able to feel it energetically. You should feel it. You should be able to see it. You should be able to feel it. Look. But they're asking you, like I said, this feels like a rebirth. It does feel like that. This isn't a type of like death that is painful, if you will. Although I'm sure it was this healing. But look at where you are now. Look at where you are now. No more hurt. That's over. Like when I say you transcended this, John, whatever penance, and I do mean that. This feels very much like penance that you had to pay. You did that. You done worked it all out. Look. You done worked it all out. Look. I don't know what your soul mission was. You do. You really do know. But yeah. There will be y'all funny. Yeah. You've graduated, babe. Like you really have graduated. And so for those of you who know that you need to mark down your new spiritual birthday. I mean that. You have graduated. Confirmation. Oh, I hear a bunch of horns outside. That's funny. That's very much given. Congratulations. Let's reload that because that looks like it's doing weird stuff. Okay. No, for real. Look. Look. Star, Tower, Chariot, Temple. See what I mean? This is a wish come true. Almost like a message in a bottle. I don't know if any of you guys ever did that. But you... Okay, hold on. 1 second. Okay. They are bringing the name Argus. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. In theory, I know who this is. Huh? Um, Argus? Okay. So Argus, right? Giant hundred-eyed watcher, according to Britannica. Huh. Why? 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 I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm supposed to look into this. Hold on. Give me a second. Come on, load. Be better than the weather. Go. Thank you. Interesting. All right. All right. So it says Argus, right? Son of whatever, whatever. We're not going to get into it. Okay. By his name derives from the hundred eyes in his head or all over his body. He's often depicted as an Athenian red figured pottery, right? Late 6th century BC, appointed by the goddess Hera to watch the cow Io, Hera's priestess who had been transformed, but he was slain by Hermes. Y'all know who Hermes is, right? Messenger god. Now where? There's a parallel here. Hold on. The Watcher was slain by the messenger god. Interesting. Is that like a shift that's happening? You know, Britannica, sometimes y'all just not really cutting it. Anyway, don't mind me. Okay, so why are y'all giving me this? Hmm. I don't want to get into that. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna veer off of that. Mm-hmm. Right. I don't. I don't. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Wow. So he knew too much. He saw too much. There's a parallel to this timeline or something like that from all of this. So he knew too much. He saw too much. I don't really think he shared what he knew. So when he slew him, did he take all that he knew? I don't know. Sometimes you just got to go with it. Anyway, I have to write this down, right? I don't want to look into this right now because it feels much deeper down a rabbit hole than I want to do during the live. So let me just take a note real quick. Hold on. Okay. 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 Thank you. I'm gonna pick those up because that seems a little bit, like I said, that's like investigative tarot reading, and I don't want to do that right now. I play too much. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What do I need to tell the collective right now? All right. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, to the devil. So this could be what season are we in Capricorn yet? I think we're about to hit Capricorn season. So today's the new moon. Happy new moon. Sun enters Capricorn on the 21st, Sunday. All right, so this is a good time to manifest. Um, right, and a lot of people will be doing weird energy shit, because the new moon is in Capricorn. So keep your prayers up, your protection up, all of those things. People may even be trying to, we'll say make offerings to different things and shit like that right now. So be mindful. Strong warning. Right. So what's coming in during this? Oh, all right. So we have power, authority, domination, business pursuits. Capricorn energy is the boss. Okay. Like I know people be like, oh, Aries. No, 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 no. Cardinal sign, right? So is Aries. It is what it is. But this is career, reputation, professional achievement, moral condition, direction, life goals, prestige, and position. And so leveling up. Boss mode. Right. We control. That's the model for the goat. All right. There is a parallel. Is there some sort of conjunction happening? Because the wheel with the, Aries and Capricorn. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't even play like that. Hold on. Okay, so tomorrow there's opposition with the moon and exactly. Don't play with me. So something could be interesting about the weekend, okay? The moon, like I said, will be in Capricorn, and then Mars will be in Capricorn, creating like opposition energy. I think that's what that glyph is. No, excuse me, conjunction. So I have my little cheat card. Shows spontaneous activity and sets things in motion intensity, combining planets and energy, strengthening or canceling out. Okay, so be aware about that shift come tomorrow. But I do feel like there's energy from today also. I mean, that just said new moon and Sag. But this is more so on the Vedic side of things. Full moon, Capricorn. Hold on. I like to double check my shit. It stops right there. Okay. No, that's right. New moon and Sag. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because I'm like, the Wheel of Fortune is Sag. Don't mind me. I'm not an astrologer. I'm always learning. So bear with me. I strive for accuracy more than anything when it comes to, especially astrology, because it is science. Okay. I still stand by what I said. Because there's the moon in Sag that trines with Chiron in Aries. And by 11:53 Eastern Standard Time, the moon will have shifted into Capricorn. So it's pretty interesting. And then we have the winter solstice. So we have the darkest, the longest night coming up. So yeah, be mindful. Be mindful with the energies playing out this weekend. Again, nothing you need to do. I would just say high vibe. I would focus energy into your career sectors, your 10th house, look at your placements, things like that. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Okay. Um, yeah. As I say that, look, magician. Oh, look at this. Page of Swords, King of Cups, and then the Page of Cups. Right. Sit down, write this shit out. What you want your future to look like. Because, Capricorn, I know it's Sag, right? Higher mind. Let me reach intellectual framework, okay? Framework. That's the Page of Swords. That's entry level sort of, right? Okay. For the expanded consciousness and the higher mind, right? Distant travel, philosophy, religion, teaching, higher education, right? So there's this convergence of these energies, and you can actually utilize them to amplify your direction for this next year. I would definitely use that for that purpose. And, where do you want to see your business grow, your profession grow? What do you want to learn? How do you want your life to play out? Right. See, look, World, Ace of Swords, right? Because we're shifting into, again, a different numerical year, a different energetic year. And so this is the perfect moment to utilize all of those beautiful energies that you've been working on, Look, oh, right, right. When you do this, stay out of the past. Stay out of the past. Don't cry over spilled milk. No, no. Manifest from a place of I am. Okay? I have. Right? Again, so, claim it. Come up with a plan, a strategy, something. Utilize this energy for its utmost. But it's very masculine, okay? I also see some people doing some very strange stuff, trying to amplify their practices. It's strange to me because life is too precious, and that's just what it is. And I don't, it's your business what you do, but there's no need, in my opinion, to offer up certain things because okay, it's not my practice, it ain't my belief, so whatever. But I definitely see people, you know, offering up some goats for the solstice. It ain't my business. I'm just telling you what I'm saying. Although, for those of you who like a good curried goat, I would definitely consume some this weekend if, you know, personally. Might just go get me a platter. Okay. Wow. All right. So I don't know if some of you have been hanging around a place a little longer than you should. It's time. Look, 2 of Wands on the bottom. It's time to move forward. You know everything you need to know. You've learned everything you can learn from a situation. Or this is even giving mastery. Like, you've reached the end of the line. It's time to move in a different direction. Right. Came out anyway. Yo, they funny. Vidi, vidi, vici. You came, you saw, you conquer, okay? Interesting. Okay, so they are saying the ultimate sacrifice has already been paid and made, and so that shit don't need to happen, okay? Okay, so stop that. Stop that. Because whatever this is, there's some sort of deception involving those practices. Just tell me what I'm saying. Judgment is here, okay? So pay attention, be aware. Right, I was getting cultural, you know, that's different, but be aware. It creates contracts. Again, we were talking about the type of journey you think you deserve. Remember that. That was the other reading I did, like maybe the day before yesterday. I can't stand it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I play too much. Some of you really do know the truth, okay? Like, it's simple. You know the truth. Like, not his, her. No, the only, okay? And so you choose how you move and navigate. Lover's chariot, you know what I mean? But you're not fooled. You're not deceived. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You are operating in complete free will and complete inner knowing, clear knowing. And so you could reject it if you want to. But for whoever I'm talking to, there's no denying this shit. Mm. Okay. I also see here where somebody was paid a very hefty sum, right? There's some sort of plan to come towards another person very aggressively. It's false pretenses. It's like a lure place where you won't be able to uh, get away from fairly easily. But that is being halted because we're going to say the higher ups are aware of the Ten of Swords, the plot. Right. Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords, World, Judgment. This is somebody who was solicited to follow you around, do weird shit. Okay. Yeah, this sacrifice will not be made. Okay. Somebody knows. And you don't know who the angels are in human form, is what I'm getting also. And so there are angels who occupy high levels of government, law enforcement, that are moving on behalf of God's chosen. Mm-hmm. What other messages do you have for the collective? Thank you, Holy Spirit. I ask you continuously protect me, my channel, my endeavors. Continuously shield me from the bullshit. Known and unknown, seen and unseen. In this realm and every other. Thank you. So before that card even came out, I was hearing like part of the rant from V from Vendetta, like Guy Fawkes, treasonous plots, like that shit. No, mm. I want to know who this liar, this shit talker extraordinaire is. I'm getting this a masculine for some of y'all immediately. Somebody who want to be your boss. Somebody who watches you work and pays attention to those you partner with, collaborate with, so they could come in and three of swords the situation. Who is this person? This person that they've worked very hard. They've made a routine out of it. To slow down traffic for you. Right. Somebody doesn't want you freely moving about. They don't want you so joyful and optimistic and able to just do what you want to do. It's giving envy. Right, see? Someone has been directly targeting your work. This person, they themselves could have experienced some sort of slowdown, so they wanted you to experience a slowdown. This is someone you are in partnership with, by the way. Somehow, you could share office space with this person. You could be something. Right. This is somebody who doesn't want you to be better than them, get bigger than them. Right. This person wants to hold you back. They don't want you to cross a line beyond them. It's given when I move, you move. Just like that. Look, Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles. So somebody has been lying, doing a bunch of bullshit behind the scene, trying to make things very breadcrumby, right? They equal give and take, but no, not really. Like I said, if they experience some sort of slowdown, right, they want you to. Whatever they're going through, they want you to experience. So this makes me feel like super projection, super mirroring. Look, Ten of Cups, Sun, Empress. This could even be like a family member, okay? This could be a mother figure, right? Who did very good for themselves, right? But they really don't want you to supersede them. They don't. And they're absolutely using spell work to do it. This person is actively using energetic bombardment to slow you down, to block you, to stop you. Now that we know that's over, like I say, everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. This is the type of shit Jesus was talking about. Ah, I don't use chemicals. If you're new here, yep, you already know. Now I could bug out and be like, oh, monitoring spirits. No, I plant and I garden, and so when you bring shit indoors, life happens. But yeah, that's what they're doing. That's this bullshit up here. This person watches, they wait, try to see what you cooking up, what you're manifesting, you know. They put on a really good show. But meanwhile, they go see they little, you know, practitioner. It's a dude. Whoever the practitioner is, it's a dude. It calls you delays and shit. But there's somebody like smile in your face. You know, every so often they'll reach out to you all randomly. It's never random, guys. Never random. Hoping you'll give them some little oat something. But this person is directly working with your family member. They've been continuously making offerings. This has cost this person a pretty penny. I hope your ass go bankrupt trying to do this to somebody you know like that. Like, I really do. Like, the poverty you should experience for trying to stop somebody from achieving their highest and greatest good is crazy. Like, it made like crazy. Like, I just call judgment on you. May karma find you now, because that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Oh, look. May karma find you now. Judgment. Tower. Judgment. Like I said, I don't play with you people like that no more. I really don't. And whoever that higher up is, take them too. Take them too. Take them too. Because they jealous. You don't know this person like that. This is beyond just, you know, getting paid for something. That's jealousy. This person, you know, wouldn't mind having your talents and abilities and your gifts. Right. They want it for themselves. That's why I said treasonous plots. Because you stand with God's authority, aka like the parliament, if you will, just using it, you know, spiritual to 3D. Right. You represent that, so they want to take you down. But it was uncovered before bad things could really get out of control. Exactly. Yeah. All right. So now that we know your judgment is upon you. Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We use our words. Y'all funny with that one. Okay. We use our words. You don't have to do nothing. That's the whole point. You never have to dirty your hands. You just use your words. Because that's one of the, look, because that's in you, right? That's part of who you are. Use your words. All right, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's been manifesting using 369 method of manifestation. Oh, I saw that immediately. I have a lot of like duplicate and triple numbers out here. I have 99, 44, I have 666 and 3 one time. I'm going to say this. You have moved away from, we'll just say, toxic, low vibrational energies. So at one point in time, you were associating with, we'll say, a group of people. Okay. Right. A deceptive group of people at that. When you began your spiritual journey. However, you got on your path. That's how that happened. But you were collaborating with some people. Not to mention, they weren't on an up and up. Very materialistic. Wasn't really about healing. Wasn't really about recovery, about healing ancestral generational traumas and wounds. None of that. It was always about the tangibles. Confirmation on the chirp. Right. I feel like these associations actually kind of stressed you out. You saw something about how people were operating. You saw what they were offering. You saw what it would cost you to have a seat at this table. I feel like what you did is it's more than a rejection. It's a rejection plus these people will say, because you figured it out, they have been sending these sort of like mental, psychological, timed attacks. I cannot have a clock here, have a clock here. Like these are timed strategic attacks that were supposed to kind of halt you, make you succumb, make you feel isolated, make you feel alone. They wanted to make you feel like the way they did things, the way they presented things was the correct way. They didn't want you listening to your higher calling. They didn't want you tapping into your frequency, finding your own footing. This would, these are people that you encountered very early on. This, it could have been part of your awakening. You saw how people were being misled spiritually. Yeah. They were being led away from faith, being led away from a relationship with the divine. People were doing things for fame and attention. Yeah, they were definitely. Anyway, you saw through it. Mm-hmm. Okay. They're playing that she talks to angels and she calls them out by name. Um, but I feel like that's what you've had to do to protect yourself through whatever this peril was. Because you really, it's multiple people, like a straight up group. Yeah, look, they use dark arts against you. But the devil's here, but there's strength. So you're protected by a much higher power. Not to mention, we're just going to say you got all the necessary protections, okay? Yep, yeah. And so everything they tried to send towards you has been deflected right back to them. As I look, there's the Eight of Wands. See what I mean? Like it's sent right back to them. That energy that was directed towards you, you were protected from it, shielded from it. Knight of Wands, excuse me, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands is here. Right. It might have, we'll say, maybe slowed you down a little bit here and there, but nothing crazy. Absolutely protected. Mm-hmm. It's group of three. They all could be family members themselves or some sort of like, we'll say, community or friends. Right. But see, you have the backing and oversight of your ancestors. But you, what you would not believe is how these people watch you, how they've investigated you, they've looked into your family lineage, everything. Like research has been done on you. Oh yeah. Because you are the your ancestors ain't playing. You are the long awaited for. Like I don't how do you say that? Your soul's return is long awaited for. Star, Three of Wands, Death. You are not new here. Interesting. Like they've been waiting on your return. I don't know what that means to you, and I don't want to speculate because that feels really intense. Really, really, really intense. In terms of ancestral healing, the hermit seeks the star. And so, in order to get to some sort of threshold, some sort of recovery, we'll say back into proper alignment with the divine, they've been waiting on you. Not to mention a community too. This is very much given like magi energy. Not even funny. Like astrologers, because that's what the wise men, they were astrologers, they were reading the stars and the signs and all of that. Not comparing you to Jesus or nothing like that, but many people have been foretold. Like it's not, it's, how do I say this without being offensive? There's only one Christ, right? We can achieve Christ consciousness. Okay. Okay. The example, right? The that's huge. It's not easy to do. Okay, there are many forms of it worldwide throughout different timelines and periods where people have achieved transcendence, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but the idea of prophets and prophetesses and oracles and different people who have abilities to speak or discern or this is going to happen and signs, synchronicities, all of those things, it's not as uncommon as they would want you to believe. It's not. So I keep telling y'all, it's science. It's math. And I'm not saying that like I'm a mathematician. Nope. But I'm letting you know it's not hocus pocus. It's not. There is hocus pocus in the world, but this ain't that. But there is this energy of a soul's return, of a sort of a resurrection here. I can't get around that. It is what it is. So there's been a lot of scheming to keep you asleep. Whether it's just, as a soul recognition, keep you from ascending, from getting to a particular place and time. But yeah, they've definitely been warring against you. They thought they were stronger. They're not. They're not. Now there's like the energy of regret, and they want to apologize, and it's only because that shit's hitting them back. Just remember that this has nothing to do with you, because their intentions were vile. Okay, they're just getting back what they put out there. So you stay out the way. Okay, you're covered. You're covered. It's literally just their attacks going back to them. Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands. It's just what they put out. So observe what you see, because you're like, man, that's what y'all wanted from me, man. You're moving on to calmer water, okay? Like, you about to see people catch these towers, though. Because the warnings went out. They did too much. And so if you start seeing funeral notices and things like that, that's just because they wanted you to die, okay? But you're still here. You might have to send some funerary baskets to people if you're inclined. Just saying. All right, folks, I'm going to leave this here. We'll do this again a little later, okay? I'll come back specifically with a weekend reading. But those are just the things you need to be aware of in the interim, okay? Be well. Bye.